Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Friday member spotlight at the GCNKAA. If it's your first time, welcome. We're so happy to have you all watching us this morning. My name is Rachel Gill from Court, and I'm here today with Rebecca. And Rebecca, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and your title, we're excited to hear about you today.
Thank you. I'm Rebecca McLean. I'm the Executive Director of National RIA, and I'm the Assistant Vice President here at the Apartment Association.
Great. Those are a lot of big titles to play. And how many years have you been in this industry?
So 22 years in association management, but a lifetime in the rental industry.
Which leads me to my next question. So how did you get into it if you're a lifetime member?
So born into it, good for the good or bad. My grandparents owned rental property, and then of course we participated in the business.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
So where is it? Was it here in Cincinnati that they owned the property?
In southeastern Kentucky,
Oh,
the
wow.
middle of absolutely nowhere.
Wow. That's so interesting.
I grew up in a town of 3,000 people. Woohoo!
Wow, how cool is that? So I'm sure you have a lifetime of experiences. Can you think about some of your most memorable stories you might have from being in the industry?
Well, on the family side, my grandmother was very, very involved in the rental properties, and she took everything very personally and took her residents under her wing. And so I can remember one time there was a small domestic dispute, and literally in the middle of the night, she throws on a robe and gown and all, and goes marching over, because our rental properties were right beside our homes. He goes marching over there, and of course we're all on the porch, just keenly aware of what's going on. But so that's where we got our customer service
there you go.
philosophy for dealing with residents. But
wow.
And then on the maintenance side, when we got our own, we have made some decisions that probably we should have called a professional for, but like the sewer backup that I spent the evening shoveling.
Oh my gosh.
To get out of. But probably my favorite is we have a dryer that was just not drying properly, and it's vented up and out the back ceiling, and so I have a partner in this, and he and I were trying to figure out how to get it out. And he's like, okay, we're gonna get a leaf blower, we're gonna get a professional grade leaf blower, we're gonna blow it out. And so we go through this, and after a while we think it's all done. And he goes, okay, because I was using the leaf blower, and he was out there checking and trying to get it out. And he goes, you go out and check, and I'll use the leaf blower, and we'll see. And it had looked like it was cleared out. So I made the big mistake of then standing right in front of him.
Oh my gosh.
For the one last push.
Oh no.
Face full of bird's nest. It was in my hair. I looked like something out of a horror movie. Yeah, by the time it was been
But did the dryer work after that?
Dryer worked.
See?
Problem solved.
Well, see, and what a good lesson. That's really a good lesson to pass on to everyone. Sometimes just call the professional.
Call the professional.
Yeah. And with that experience, do you have any advice or any words of wisdom that you'd like to pass on to the newer generations just getting into the industry?
Well, certainly based on that story, make friends with professionals. Have those that you trust and that you can work with really well. Call them.
What a great plug for the association.
That's
by
right.
the way.
Do business with a member.
Yeah.
Call a service provider if you have a problem. But the other thing is just be really passionate about what you do. Mm-hmm. Whether it's a rental business or certainly in the positions I have here at the Apartment Association and with National RIA. I'm described often as a workaholic, but it's because I love what I do, and it's so much easier to be able to serve the people that you do in your position and to spend a lot of time there if you just really love it.
I think that's great advice, and it really does make your days so much more pleasant if you're truly enjoying what you're doing and the people you're working with too. So we're going to get into a little bit of personal information about you, and I did read that you do enjoy reading quite frequently.
I do.
So what is the last book that you read?
Your Brain at Work.
Okay.
Because heaven knows I need all that. If I can get at this age, my brain is just, kind of not cooperating at this point. But it was a fascinating book.
Okay, do you want to tell us a little bit about it, or
sure.
anything you took away from it?
It's about, well, first of all, I think, especially women, we're taught that multitasking is something we're really good at, and so therefore we should do a lot of. And it's actually a horrible idea because of the loss of focus. But there are certainly things that you can do and times in which you can do it that help with your focus and with your creativity. And so actually taking advantage of the the way that your brain actually works can make you much more productive and less stressed. And I could really use the less stress part.
I appreciate that, thank you, that's a good reminder, because we do kind of get in that cycle of trying to do as much as possible, and we probably end up being a lot less effective when we do that. And it says here, I mean, your favorite pastime, obviously, you're reading a book a week.
So, good, for the good or the bad again, I think the advent of Audible on my phone has, I think I'm addicted.
Oh yeah.
I think I've gone past, just doing this for a hobby and enjoying it to now having to have something to listen to on a regular basis. But
I mean, there could be much worse vices to
yes,
have than
that's true.
reading too much, so good for you. And what's your favorite food, or do you have a favorite restaurant in town?
Well, you can kind of tell by looking at me that I just love food in general.
Who doesn't?
But I think Thai and Indian are definitely some of my favorites. And we have a really good Indian restaurant near us in Newport that delivers.
Oh, geez.
So,
that works out well.
Or not.
It's good. And what about pets? Do you have any pets?
I do. We've been a cat rescue family for probably 15 plus years now.
That's awesome.
So yeah, quite a while doing that, especially those with feline leukemia.
Wow.
So at any point in time, we have a few cats.
That's amazing. What a great thing to do. And when you aren't reading or working with, I mean, you sound very busy already. Do you have any time to watch TV or enjoy some movies?
So I try not to, because I'm one of those people that if there's a TV in anywhere near me, I'm sucked in.
It's because you're not multitasking.
Probably, but yeah, exactly. The house could burn down around me and I am focused on the TV. So I'm not allowed to watch TV very often, but
How disciplined.
I am, my secret vice is HGTV.
Oh yeah.
And being with National RIA, I know that the numbers that they're putting up there are a total crock. I mean, it's like there's no way that that's possible. And it's dangerous because people see that and get excited, but it doesn't mean I don't still love to watch.
Right, right. It's hard to not look at. So, how about sports teams?
Well, I love football.
Oh, good.
So, being here, trying to be a Bengals fan has been kind of tough.
Yeah.
But hopefully, right? We all have hope now. There's change coming.
Yeah.
So I have high hopes.
Yeah. We're gonna look back on this in 5 years and we're gonna be having the same conversation with every Bengals fan.
Please don't say
But
that.
hey, let's stay optimistic this snowy Friday. We'll think good thoughts about them. How about concerts? Are you a big concert person?
I am a huge concert person. We do the mega ticket for the country concerts every year.
Yeah.
So we actually go to too many concerts. That is the thing I waste time on.
Me too. Trust
But
me.
love it.
I'm right there with you. Are there any standouts? Is there one or two that you can think were like the best that you ever saw?
So, couple things. We have not missed a Jimmy Buffett concert in
Oh, how
25 years, I think. So when he retires, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. But we have also tried to help our kids learn to love music. And my oldest son and I, when he was probably a junior or senior in high school, had the opportunity to see Train at the Madison.
Oh, wow.
And it's such a small venue. They did some things acoustic, and he actually did Marry Me a cappella in that
I just got
Madison
chills.
Theater.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Wow, what a great story. I love that. Here's a funny question. If you were an animal, what would you be and why?
Well, I'd love to say I was something really cool and sexy like a panther or a leopard, but what I probably am is a bear.
Okay.
I think probably because I'm super protective of family, friends, business, my world. And I'm a pretty darn good hunter too.
Wow,
Real
those
estate
are
deals, shoe sales.
Those are great qualities to have. So I think that's still a great animal to relate to. And then what would you like to tell us about your family?
I have 2 sons that are my world, and I'm very privileged in that I get to work with them. Both sometimes at National RIA. We actually have a blog and a podcast called Family Values, talking about our misadventures in property management.
How cool is that?
My attempt at helping them learn the business so that someday when I keel over that they'll still be able to move on and have something fun to do. But so being able to work with them that way, both at National RIA and then in the rental business, is a true blessing.
That is so
Awesome.
so cool. And what was the name of it again for anybody that wants to check it
Oh,
out?
Family Values. It's on the it's at unitinginvestors.com at our blog there.
Awesome. And then kind of circling back around to the industry to kind of close us off here. Do you want to talk about any designations, any awards that you're proud of? Like you've been a lifetime member of the industry. I'm sure you've gathered some accolades.
Well, so some of the really cool things, Michelle Klusman with the Apartment Association and Charles Tassel and I did a lot of work when I very first came with the City of Cincinnati in the Building Better Communities program. And we were recognized in many ways, both by ASAE, by NAA, by the Ohio Policemen's Association for a lot of the community work that we did there. So I'm very proud of that. I've also now had the opportunity to speak at a lot of industry conferences, not just NAA conferences, and of course I do all the speaking at our national conferences for National RIA, but a lot of other industry conferences where we're talking about industry updates, how the economy plays a part in the investing. So that's really neat. And of course, taught several of the designation classes in the beginning in AOP and CAM here. National RIA has its own designation, the professional housing provider. So I have that as well.
Wow. Wow. That's so impressive. I wanted to thank you today for doing this. I feel so lucky to get to have known you a little bit better. For all of you out there, if you see Rebecca out, be sure to stop by. I think she's a wealth of information and just a pleasure to talk to. As a side note, don't forget our trade show is coming up, and there are several other events on our radar. Check out our website and stay engaged on social media. Again, this is Michelle and Michelle. Here I go with my names. This is Rebecca, and I'm Rachel with Court Furniture. Y'all have a great Friday. Thank you.